Hi everybody, welcome to Fierce and Pretty. I'm Honey, and I just thought I would quickly show you my newest purchase, the blue box of Rider-Waite-Smith. I'll also show quickly my small yellow box. So I guess many of us are wanting to buy these vintage decks, and once in a while they pop up somewhere. This one popped up in eBay, and I got it, and I wasn't sure what it was gonna be like, but I took the risk and it was worth it. These cards are in an amazing condition. So the little white book is in perfect condition. It's a bit yellow, but no stains, no wrinkles, no nothing. And then to the cards. The box is also a bit dirty, but it's not broken anywhere. All the corners, are good, and it's not broken by any means. This one has just a really mild curve, but not bad at all. To me, they feel like they haven't been used. And if they are used, not much at all. And here we have the cards. And as you can see, it is the Blushing Fool, as is the mini deck that I have. So I'll show you the Fool, the High Priestess, so you can see them together. But it's absolutely impossible to try to describe the quality in these cards. I was so blown away. I've seen these videos, for example, Simon from Hermit's Cave going through this deck and others, but you can't see how these cards will feel. And I was so surprised. I was like, can they be real? So finally I get this, and now I don't have to be chasing at it again. I'm so happy about the quality of this deck that I got, because it's in perfect shape. And here we have the really red blushing High Priestess also. So she's there. So this is the High Priestess from the blue box, and here's a High Priestess from the Centennial edition. And also something else that I learned from watching Simon from Hermit's Cave video about his vintage was this shoulder line going through this. And here we have the Two of Pentacles. That's the Centennial. This is the vintage one. But actually, I'm not sure what was the point about this line crossing there, because if you look, we do have it here also. But I don't know what's the story behind this. I need to check it out. But that's what I saw him checking out. But at least both in these cards, the line is crossing, but probably not in the, could it be like in the newer vintage editions, I mean, about this deck. But they are there. And then let's just quickly look at the Fool. And so here we have the Fools. This is the vintage version, the blue box Blushing Fool. But actually, because I don't have a standard yellow box on the Rider-Waite-Smith, the only deck that I do actually have is the Centennial. And here they actually created a bit different color scheme. It's not as the Blushing Fool, but you see those little red stripings there. But in the Centennial version, all the lines, they go in one direction. And with the Blushing Fool, it looks like a lot of small red veins going around his face. So there was the blue box with the Blushing Fool, but then I do actually have this mini yellow box with the Blushing Fool also. With this deck, I'm not actually sure when it's made. It doesn't have, I guess I've seen somewhere in the internet about when you look at the addresses of where US Games was at that time when it was printed, you could guess, but I'm not sure about the exact year of this. But what I am sure is that it doesn't have the copyrights. This is the little white book in this one. So it's the 468 Park Avenue South, New York address in this one. And here is the Blushing Fool in this mini deck. Let's compare. There are slight differences with the colorings. I don't know how it comes to the camera, but at least the yellows are quite different in both of these. But let's try to see the Fool's face. So there we have the teeny tiny Fool and the bigger Fool blushing. So here we have the High Priestesses. Actually, not so much color difference to my eye here than in the yellows of the Fools. So with the blue box, the little white book says that this edition 1972, but with this one, the mini deck, I honestly don't know. But this deck also is in quite a good condition. No bends. These cards, they smell like old paper, like old books. And the texture, this is a bit more slippery, the mini one than the blue box. The bags are perfect, no smudge, nothing. Even the empty card is clean. All the corners are perfect. So there was my quick look through of the blue box Blushing Fool and the yellow box mini Blushing Fool decks that I do have. I think that now when it comes to vintage decks, I do have now these two vintage Rider-Waite-Smiths, and I do have a vintage greeny Thoth. I will do more videos on my Thoth decks later, but when it comes to vintage decks, I think I'm happy for now. This was something that I really wanted. I don't know, still thinking about how to use this deck. I'm definitely going to use it, but I'll try to but I'll try not to riffle shuffle it, which is that I tend to do a lot. But I'm extremely happy. I just wish that they could make cards like this even today. It's funny that the quality in many tarot cards was exceptional like 40 years or more ago, and now most of the decks aren't so high quality and nice to handle. Even though the Centennial Edition, I do like how these cards feel, but against to this, the buttery, smooth, it's just impossible to compare. But yay, finally I got it. Really happy. Now I can stop searching. Well, I wasn't so actively searching, but every now and then I would look up. So that was that. Thanks for watching. Bye.